Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. How are you? Hello, Karen. I imagine your friend Jan's going to be on shortly. So welcome. Thanks for joining me today. I am looking forward to sharing a fun, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes of crafting with you just to kick off your weekend with a little creativity and share with you those fun ways to use the Stampin' Up! Products. And this week we have a really fun bundle we're going to be playing with, the Cutest Cows bundle. It's in the name, cutest. It is the cutest. And so I'm really excited to share that with you. I wanted to share with you because since we are working with the Cutest Cows bundle, I'm going to be going to On Stage in March. And so some of my good Stampin' Up! Demonstrator friends and I, we got together and we purchased some shirts. And so this is the shirt that I'm going to be wearing for one of the days at On Stage. Hello, Bonnie. Welcome. So anyway, I just thought it fit perfectly with the theme today. All right, so I'm going to turn my camera down. Lots to share with you that is going on or getting ready to expire or coming up that I don't want you to miss. So first thing is just a quick reminder that Sunday is the last day to get the free Trusty Tools project kit. It's a pre-cut kit of cardstock pieces for you to be able to make 4 fun projects with the Trusty Tools bundle. You do need that bundle in order to complete the projects though, but you can also have a lot of fun playing with the paper. The kit does include a quarter pack of the Trusty Tools Designer Series paper. That is one of those papers that you can get free with a $50 order. And so you can get to this pre-cut project pack free from me. It's shipped free to you with a minimum of a $50 order. So you're going to get the free kit from me. You're also going to get that free celebration from Stampin' Up! So lots of fun there for you. So in addition, you're going to be you have the supplies, the cardstock pieces to make the 4 projects. This was a project that I made last Friday. So if you want to hop over to my YouTube channel, you can check out the instructions. However, in the tutorial, I have added a link to that video. Now, if I emailed you a PDF tutorial like earlier after your order, you don't have that link. So, but if you go and you type in the link that is on your project kit, it will take you to the most current tutorial there with that video link for you. So this is a 3D card that you can actually lay flat for mailing, as well as 2 other really fun tool masculine cards and a cute little toolbox treat box. So you will have the pre-cut supplies to make those. Like I said, you'll need to do some stamping and some die cutting with the bundle or substitute with something else you have. In addition, I am providing you 3 more project ideas. They're not included in the pre-cut kit, but just 3 more ideas to use that fun Trusty Tool bundle. So anyway, this Sunday, what is that? February 11th, 2024 is the last day you can place an order. Use that host code there on the screen, and I will send you this project kit. Now, if you've already placed an order, yours went out today, okay? So you can expect some happy mail very, very soon. All right, so the next thing, I want to share with you the beautiful projects for the March Sweet Creations Club, and it's falling apart on me. Let's see, my little treat came out. So for March, we're going to, the focus bundle is the Thoughtful Expressions bundle. I love this bundle. I love the dies in it, just absolutely gorgeous. So this is, it's going to make 4 cards and a treat holder. And so we have these 4 cards. And this one's like, it opens up like a little trifold. I love how this just showcases that really beautiful Poetic Expressions Designer Series paper. So I did post a video just like maybe an hour ago with kind of going through all the suggested supplies and all about the club. So if you want to go check that out, you can. If you would like to subscribe to my club, you go to my blog at simplysweetinkdesigns.com, click on the clubs and clubs and events tab, and then you will find the information for the Sweet Creations Club. Now, in that video, I shared with you, I'm going to be doing a price increase, not for this kit, but the one starting after. So starting on this particular kit, the registration or the subscription period runs from today through March 5th of 2024. Then starting on March 6th, that will be for the April kit. The price will go from $39 a month to $43 a month. I tried so hard not to raise the price, but I've been running my club for 2 months. Postage has gone up like 4 times. Stampin' Up! Supplies have gone up a few times, and it just reached the point I could no longer continue. However, if you're part of my club, don't panic, okay? I'm grandfathering your price of $39 for 1 year. So you will keep the $39 price until March 5th of 2025, as long as you remain an active club member. Now, if you do cancel and resubscribe, it will be at the new rate. So do keep that in mind. Now, if you're not part of my club and you want to beat that price increase, go on ahead and subscribe now. And if you subscribe by March 5th, 2024, then you also will be grandfathered for that year. So if you've been thinking about trying it, go on ahead and sign up and subscribe. Now, when you are part of my club, you do earn some a fun club gift for me every 6 months. All right. So that is the beautiful projects for March. I love how they turned out. I love the blues and greens in the designer series paper, and I thought it went beautifully with those flowers and the hummingbird. All right, let's see. How about our share prize winner? So it was Kay Rear, and I have not looked to see if she is on or she hops on later. You were the person that was selected, or randomly drawn, I should say, for this week's share. Now, if you share this week's video, I will select somebody next week. You do need to be in the United States in order for me to send you Happy Mail if your name is selected. Kay is going to be receiving a package of the Purple Fine Shimmer Gems, as well as the card that I made last week. Like I told you, it can lay flat, right? So Kay, I do have an email for you, so I will send you an email letting you know. But if you happen to come across this video that is a legitimate email, you did win a prize for me, I will just need your mailing address to send your Happy Mail. Let's see, for this week, I have kind of an unusual prize. It is actually what do they call, a corrector, a color lifter. If you are not familiar with this, basically when you use Stampin' Blends, is anybody like me and you sometimes make little boo-boos, right? Well, the color lifter is awesome because if you have small little areas that you need to clean up, you just kind of lightly dab it and you kind of let it dry and then dab it again. And then that boo-boo will either at least minimize or completely go away. So it's a really awesome little tool. If you don't have one, I know I had to just replace mine. And so I thought this would be a fun one, a prize for this week's share to draw for next week. All right. Let me see. Let's get into the project today. Now, the project we're going to make today is using the Cutest Cows bundle. We're going to make a barn door card. I did mine in browns. However, I have seen it with, let's see, is it red doors, the real red for the doors and white accents for the beams. Super cute that way as well. So lots of options. But hint, hint, these colors kind of go with my mystery box colors. So that's why I chose the colors. So, and I will tell you about that mystery box here shortly because spaces are running out very, very quickly. All right, so let me go ahead, get my quick reference in place. So we have all the measurements, a lot of little measurements this week. Not too complex. That's a little crooked. How about that? Does that look straight? All right, so if you were on my email list, you will get the measurements and the list of supplies, all those fun pictures, sharing with you how to put the project together. And that will be in tomorrow's email at 3 o'clock Central Time. This is a special perk that I do for my email list subscribers. You have this video to always come back and reference. You have the quick reference, but if you want that nice little printout sheet, then you'll need to be part of my email list. And so you can subscribe by going to my Simply Sweet Ink Designs and go over there and you can, let me go ahead and put that there. And you can click on the connect with me, and then there's an option to sign up for my email list. All right. Okay, let's pull in. I'm going to tell you some of the supplies that we're using. We are using that Cutest Cows bundle. Super, super cute with that little cow punch. We are also to give some accent to our doors. I am using that Timber 3D embossing folder to give it a wood grain look. And I'm also too using one of my favorite, but often kind of neglected dies. And this is the basic border dies. So fun. I actually used this particular die, which does not want to come up. There we go. It is normally used as a cloud die, but I used it to have kind of a little bit of a grassy knoll. I think it works either way. All right, and let's see. So I wanted to share with you before I get into the project, I'm going to share with you a tip. When you are working with your punch. Now, if you are doing a bunch of these cards with the punch, I'm going to recommend that you go on ahead, punch out your image just on like some scrap cardstock. I use the back of some designer series paper, just that white backing. And then what you can do is you can lay this down, and then you can take your images, which right here, I don't, let's see, do I have? I do not, because I'm using it. But you can take your images and you can place your stamps where you want them, and then put your block on top, all right? I will tell you that tip does not work well for me. I just cannot stand it. It takes a little bit of trial and error to get it properly lined up. But that way, when you go to stamp and you color and you punch, you only have to do it one time. If you're doing it for like 1 or 2 cards, I would just do it the way I'm doing it. Stamp your head, stamp your body, and then go from there. All right, so let's go ahead and get all the supplies in place. But anyway, I wanted to share that tip because that was shared with me. I thought it was really cool, but I can't get it lined up correctly. It takes too much trial and error, and I don't have the patience for it. All right, let's go on ahead. We're going to take the base of our card, and lots of little supplies today. A lot of it's already done. So we're going to start off with our first instructions, which is the card base. This piece measures 4 1/4 by 11 inches. And it is scored at 2 3/4 and then again at 8 1/4. And so that is what creates our barn doors right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 pieces of pecan pie cardstock again, and these each measure 2 1/2 by 4 inches. And what we're going to do is we're going to emboss them with that timber embossing folder. So let's go ahead and start with that. Get my trusty little embossing machine here. Now, if you have the Stampin' Up! Stamp and Cut emboss machine, you're going to use your base plate, which is 1. And then we are working with a 3D embossing folder. That's that thicker embossing folder. So we're going to need plate 4. So we'll be just plate 1 and plate 4. And I'm going to stick, and nice thing is I can put both of these in here. It does not matter which way you have your grain of your wood going. I'm just going to have it going up and down. If you want it side to side, that works just as well. So we're going to do plate 1, then we're going to do our embossing folder with the cardstock inside, and then put plate 4 on top. Let's go ahead and run this through. And now we have our beautifully embossed pieces here, that really cool wood grain in the background. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to do some door beams. Now I'm going to give you precise measurements. If you just want to cut a bunch of strips of 1/4 inch early espresso cardstock, you can do that and then just snip them off. But what I did is I took, and we have here 2 strips. Let me go ahead and share with you the strips you need. 2 strips that measure 1/4 by 5 1/2. Then we have 2 more strips. This is going to be the ones that go on the left and the right of your door. And these each measure 1/4 by 4 inches. Then we have 2 more strips, and these measure 1/4 by 2 1/2, and that's going to be your top and the bottom of your door. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some glue, and I'm going to do one door, and then I already have the other door done, so you don't have to watch me do this twice. So we're going to add a little bit of glue right here on our longest one, and we're going to run it diagonally. You know what? Let me get some scrap paper in here so that I don't get glue on my work surface. And I am going to go from outside edge to outside edge, and I'll flip this over so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so there's the front, but on the back, if you notice, I went to the outside edge and then again to the outside edge. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. We're going to run these diagonally. And I don't need glue going all the way up. I go outside edge to outside edge. That way we're just staying uniform in how we place this. All right, let's see. There we go. Now I'm going to take my paper snips, and I'm just going to snip off the part that I don't need. Get rid of that. Yes, I know. I'm using my good scissors and it's got a little bit of glue on it, but I will clean it up later. All right, so we have this part. Now we're going to take the left and the right beams and we're going to add glue all the way because it is going to go complete length of each side. And I'm going to put one on the left and let's put one on the right. Now, I will tell you, I did test this with like a half an inch on the wood beam. I didn't like it. I felt it was too bulky. That's why I went with a 1/4 inch. I felt that worked really nicely. All right, then we're going to take our top and bottom sections. Going to put them at the top and the bottom. We're just building our door here. And one more. It's like paper piercing, like a little, you remember the dolls? Did you ever do those little paper dolls when you were young? That's kind of what it's like. Okay, so we have one door done. I have already done the other door, so you don't have to watch me do that again. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pop these up with dimensionals on the front of our card. That way they have that lift like they're a door. I'm going to check your comments while I am doing this. Hello, Paula. Hello, Melinda. Hey, Pam. All right, so I want to get the left panel on, and let's do the same thing for the right. Hey, Anita. All right, let's go ahead and do this one. There we go. We have our two doors. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work on the grass. And for that one, I took a piece of lemon lime twist cardstock that measures 1 1/4 by 5 inches. And I went on ahead and I used that basic Borders dies, that little cloud one. I used it for my grass. And so what I did, let's see, I think it was this. So what I did is after I die cut it, this was the finished length. It was all one length. I just cut it in half. And so that way I have one for the left and one for the right. Now, before I actually adhere these on, what I want to do is I'm going to take the grass that's in the stamp set, and you can really use any green that you want, but I'm going to use the lemon lime twist for the ink color. And I'm just going to randomly stamp some little grass around on there so that you can actually tell that it's grass. Now you could do this before you cut it in half, or you can do it after. It really does not matter. All right, there we go. So now I'm just going to glue this onto my door panels. Just going to put that right along the bottom there. Do the same thing for the right door. All right, so now what we're going to do, and I've already done this part because it requires manual cutting. So for this one, I stamped, there are different cows in the stamp set. And so let me share them with you. So we have all these different cows. We've got 3 different bodies and 3 different heads. So this one is the one that has the sideways facing head, and that one, it does not fit in the punch. That is one you have to manually cut out, as well as the cow sitting down. So I went ahead and I stamped, colored them, and manually cut them out ahead of time. The colors that I used, and honestly, I used for both the cows, I used pecan pie. I just felt that was a really great brown. And then I used petal pink for the face, like the little nose. And then for the hoofs, I used the basic black Stampin' Blends. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop up the cow with the dimensionals and have her, I guess, or him. I'm going to put him resting right here on the left. And then I'm going to do the head on top to build the cow. And so we have that panel done. The next what we're going to do is we're going to work on the sentiment. And this is where that beautiful, thoughtful expressions dies comes into place. And it is gorgeous. So for that, I have already die cut out a circle. Now this sentiment circle measures roughly 1 3/4 in diameter. And I'm going to stamp the sentiment, "What's moo with you," in basic Memento or in Memento black ink. And again, we're going to pop this up with a dimensional. And I am going to just have this right there where my beams come together. Now, while I am on the front panel, what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate up just to give it more of a realistic look. If you noticed, I added some little metallic elements here that kind of looks like it's the nails that go into the door. So I am going to use these really cool rustic metallic dots, and I'm just going to put some here in the corners, like they're the little old-timey screws or nails. And put that there. I'm going to put one here in the middle, and then 2 more on the other door. All right, so the front of our card is done. So next we're going to work with the inside. This is where you open the barn doors and you've got that really fun little barnyard scene. You can go as much as you want with this. You could add so much. You could add some more grass if you wanted to stamp more grass here. But I'm going to just share with you how to make the inside parts. So on the inside, we have several things. We have inside layers going from left to right. We have some panels. They're all hiding over here. We have one panel, which I have already stamped with the sunflowers, and it measures 2 1/2 by 4 inches. And then we have the center panel, which is your standard 4 by 5 1/4. And then we're going to finish up with another 2 1/2 by 4 inches. So all of these are going to get glued to the inside. Now for the sunflowers, that is one of the stamps in the stamp set. I just stamped the base in Memento Black, colored it in with Daffodil Delight and Lemon Lime Twist. And so we're just going to glue all these panels down. And then we're just going to have fun decorating them up, adding some color. Now, rather than doing another strip of that basic borders dies in the Lemon Lime Twist, I am choosing to use the Glorious Gingham Designer Series paper. And so I'm using the Lemon Lime Twist print from that. And so the measurements for this are, we have 2 panels. They each measure 1 1/2 by 2 1/2 on the left and the right. And then the center panel measures 1 1/2 by 4 1/4. So we're just going to glue this down. Now, one of the things, if you'll notice, for my sunflowers, I did kind of stamp them about midway so that I had enough room for my Designer Series paper underneath. Oh, no, no. I think I'll be covering that up. All righty, so there we go. Now we're just going to add our cow in this cute little milk can and our rooster. And I do have those pieces done already. So let me go on ahead. And again, what I did is I colored with Pecan Pie, Petal Pink, and I'm just going to glue these on. Was such a fun set to work with. And after I'm done with this project, I'm going to share with you 3 other ideas from other people that are just so cute and actually were what inspired me to get this bundle because they are so stinking cute. All right, so for my milk can, stamped in Memento Black, colored with the smoky slate. And so we're going to add that on our right panel so that we have a little bit of barnyard scene going on each panel. And then my little rooster, he was colored with pecan pie, daffodil delight, and real red. If you don't have the real red Stampin' Blend, you can just use a red marker because there's so little of it that needs to be colored. Stick him like sitting on top of the can. And there you go. That is the project for today. So cute. I love this like Cutest Cows bundle. Had so much fun with it. I do have a mystery box, which I'm going to tell you about in a minute, but I wanted to share with you those other project ideas that really inspired me to get this bundle. Now, one of them was actually designed by Rhonda Wade. Actually, 2 of them were designed by Rhonda Wade. She does a monthly meeting planner for demonstrators, and these were 2 of the projects. And so this is a cute little fun fold card right there. How stinking cute is that? And then we have this little card right here. And so this just really inspired me different ways how I could use this stamp set in the bundle. But I will tell you the one that really sent me over the top was my friend Denise Allen. She is a demonstrator here in San Antonio, actually in Helotes. She came up with this design. There are some chocolate milk jugs that you can get at our local HEB grocery store and she designed a box to put into them. And when I saw this, I went, sign me up. I have to have that bundle now. She sent me over the top. And so just super, super cute options to use with this bundle. Now, to tell you, I do have my Cutest Cows mystery box. So for those who know, I do a mystery box I do it once every new catalog. And so for this spring catalog, I am doing one featuring the Cutest Cows bundle. I will give you a hint, none of these projects I shared with you are in that box, okay? But it will include the supplies to make 6 projects. Let's see, there are 3 cards, 2 treat holders, and kind of a desktop item. It will include about $28 in consumable products, but my favorite part are the pillow gifts. That it is a themed box with cute little cow type items, and it just turned out so cute. So I think when I checked before I hopped on, I think I had 5 spots left. So if you were on my email list, the registration link was emailed on Tuesday, February 6th. If you did not for some reason get that email, it's not in spam, send me a message, okay? Because like I said, I only have 5 spots left. If you would like the registration link, either message me or if you would message me or email me at Deborah@simplysweetinkdesigns.com, or like I said, go over to my blog. There's a way to connect with me. Send me a message. That is the best way. You can, if you do message me or email me, just go ahead and post a comment that you did that so I can make sure to look for your message. It's because I am getting ready to leave to go pick up my son from school. So as soon as I'm done here, I do a couple of things and then I rush out the door. That way, when I see your message, I know where to go look. But I will look at it. And like I said, I think I have 5 spots left. So I don't want you to miss out on it. And let's see, was there anything else? The price for the mystery box, for local pickup is $52 without the Cutest Cows bundle, and it's $95 with the bundle. You are also too, when you get it with the bundle, you are going to get a free celebration item that you can select, and there is $9 to send it to you. All right, let's see. If you can, little reminder, when you're registering, use a computer. We are finding, apparently I've been using an old version of the constant contact events, just copying an old event, tweaking it and stuff. Well, that particular version is not very mobile device compatible. And so sometimes people, they'll start to register and then it will just get abandoned and they don't get to complete it. I am going to start using the new constant contact events, which is mobile compatible. So if you can register on a computer so that you don't end up missing out on your registration getting sent out into abandoned land. All right, guys, I'm going to check real quick for comments, see if you have any questions. Thank you so much. I did. I love this Cutest Cows. It wasn't even on my wish list at all. I wasn't going to get it. And then I just saw too many cute things with it. Thanks, guys, for joining me. Thank you for sharing. I really, really appreciate that. All right, guys. I will see y'all next Friday. We're going to be making a project using the Thoughtful Expressions bundle. All right. So y'all take care. Y'all have a really great weekend, and we'll see you next Friday. Bye, guys.